Now today we are going to learn more on acid, bases and salt, and this time we are going to learn about how bleaching powder is made, what are the uses, and also we will talk about the making of baking soda, its uses, washing soda, and also its uses. Right? How to do it? Let's talk about bleaching powder. You all must have seen this. बारिशों में जब हमारे घरों में बहुत सारी काई लग जाती है ना, टैंक में, कोर्टयार्ड में या कहीं पर भी, तो उसे ब्लीचिंग पाउडर से साफ किया जाता है. इसलिए इस सबको पता है कि भैया ब्लीचिंग पाउडर कैसे स्मेल करता है. कुछ क्लोरीन क्लोरीन जैसा लगता है इसके अंदर से, स्मेल तो आती है ना. तो चलो देखते हैं हाउ इट इज मेड. अच्छा, we already prepared chlorine now. By which process? Yes, chlor-alkali process. है ना. So chlorine is produced during the electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride brine solution को अपन ने electrolysis किया था, and one of the product was chlorine. Okay. Now this chlorine is to be taken as the raw material for making the bleaching powder. Right. Chlorine gas is used for the manufacture. Right. Now the next one is we want slaked lime. Now, what is slaked lime? Slaked lime is CaOH whole twice. It is calcium hydroxide. यानी common language में मैं बोलूँ तो dry चूना, right? पानी में डाल दीजिएगा quick lime को डालने के बाद वो calcium hydroxide बन जाएगा, and you dry it and you get something called as the slaked lime. These are the two substances which is required for making the bleaching powder. Right? Okay. Now the reaction we have got is the calcium hydroxide, dry one of course, reacts with chlorine gas to give you bleaching powder, and water is also released. Right? So this is how the bleaching powder looks in the packet. In the factory, it is used in, suppose we have got some raw yarn. Raw yarn is something like creamish in color, and if you want to make it as white, you have to bleach it using the bleaching powder. What happens is the colored materials are removed by the action of the oxygen which is present in the bleaching powder. The formula is CaOCl2. So when it is put into water, this comes out, that is the oxygen part comes out, and it is called as the nascent oxygen, which has got a very strong oxidizing property, and that actually decolorizes all the colors in the yarn. मतलब जो कच्चा कपड़ा होता है ना, जैसे कॉटन को बुन करके जो कपड़ा बनाया जाता है वो क्रीम कलर का होता है, उसको व्हाइट करने के लिए ब्लीचिंग पाउडर को यूज करना होता है. कॉटन उसको ब्लीच करते हैं, that to make it as white one. And then paper is also, it is having some creamish color. In order to make a good quality white colored paper, bleaching powder is again used. So bleaching cotton, linen in the textile industry, for bleaching wood pulp and paper factories, and for bleaching washed clothes in the laundry. In the laundry, if you give the white clothes, we cannot wash as good as the laundry at home. So when we give it to the laundry man uses the bleaching powder to make it as white as possible, and you get the clean white cloth back from the laundry. Right? Okay. Now it is used as a oxidizing agent in many chemical reactions, and it is also in the chemical industries, this property. Right? So अगर bleaching powder का formula देखेंगे तो CaOCl2 होता है, और इसमें से निकलती है नया नवेला oxygen. This is called as the nascent oxygen. Right? So nascent oxygen means naya navela oxygen, very active and very strong oxidizing agent. Now it is also used to make drinking water free from germs. कई बार हमको क्लोरीन उसके अंदर में, पानी जो हमारा पीने वाला पानी होता है ना, उसमें नहीं डालते हैं, तो कई बार कुएं में या कहीं पर हम ब्लीचिंग पाउडर भी डाल देते हैं, तो इससे जो जर्म्स होते हैं ना वो मर जाते हैं और हमको सेफ पानी, क्लीन पानी हमें पीने को मिलता है. The next salt we are going to discuss about is the baking soda. अरे बेकिंग सोडा तो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है हमारे किचन में. हम तो काम करते हैं बहुत सारी चीजों में ना, बेकिंग सोडा डालते हैं, भजिए को फुलाने के लिए, है ना, केक बनाने के लिए, बहुत सारी चीजों में हम बेकिंग पाउडर यूज करते हैं। हम केक बनाने के लिए वगैरह हम बेकिंग पाउडर्स यूज करते हैं ना, घरों में तो होता ही होता है। कैसे दिखता है? सफेद कलर का पाउडर दिखता है ऐसे, ठीक है। सो व्हाट इज इट मेड अप ऑफ? व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट द बेकिंग पाउडर, it is having the formula of NaHCO3, right? So you can see that it is sodium bicarbonate, or it is also commonly known as sodium hydrogen carbonate. So what is the raw material which is used to make this sodium hydrogen carbonate या फिर baking soda? The raw material is sodium chloride, right? So the common salt which we get it from the sea or from the rock salt is used as a raw material to make the baking soda. What is the reaction? So the reaction is we have to take NaCl in the aqueous form, mix it with water, pass carbon dioxide and ammonia. So one of the raw material is ammonia. Now what is the reaction? The first is NaCl and water, carbon dioxide and ammonia will react together to give you ammonium chloride and baking soda, right? Now this baking soda is not much soluble in water. Filter it and take it out, right? Now on heating this baking soda, just heat it, you will be getting Na2CO3, water and carbon dioxide. Now this when crystallized with water, it will give you the washing powder, right? So now what is the raw material which is used? Come on. Raw materials required. 1. The first thing is NaCl. कहाँ से मिलेगा? तो C से मिलेगा, or you will be getting it from the rock salt. The second, you want carbon dioxide. Where do you get it from? You can get it from any source. You can burn any of the carbonates like calcium carbonate or maybe some other carbonate, and when you burn this carbonate, basically calcium carbonate, that is the limestone, is the cheapest. So you can burn this limestone and get carbon dioxide. So I'll put this as the limestone. What is the formula for the limestone? It is calcium carbonate. You burn this and you will be getting carbon dioxide. And the third important one is ammonia. Ammonia gas is produced by burning in high pressure nitrogen as well as hydrogen in presence of catalyst, and you get ammonia, right? So these are the three main raw material which is required for making baking soda. Now baking soda is very less soluble in water. So क्या करना चाहिए? फिल्टर कर लो, और फिल्टर करने के बाद आपको सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट बिल्कुल अलग हो जाएगा. नाउ टू कन्वर्ट दिस अगेन इनटू sodium carbonate, just heat the salt. So what will you get? You will get sodium carbonate and साथ में मिलेगा water, and also you will be getting carbon dioxide. Right? There are plenty of uses of this baking soda. One of them is the use in the kitchen to make various delicacies for all of you. हाँ, चलिए अब next क्या?